All right, we are here at the track in Boston at New Balance Nationals Indoor, and I am joined here with, I guess, the fraternity of some of the best runners in the country right now. But the reason why we are all here is because Tyrone Gorze just set the national record in 5,000 meters, 13:56.82, doubling back. Right? This is your second national title of the weekend. You're in the DMR last night. We're also here with Connor Burns, our 2-mile champion. Devin Kipiego, who we're going to see in the mile. Cole Madison, you're coming back in the mile as well, right?
I am, yes.
All right, so walk us through right now. DMR last night. How do you feel this morning when you wake up?
I didn't really take much out of my legs. I was a little bit... we didn't get that under 10 minutes for the DMR, so I was a little upset at myself about that. So honestly, it gave me a little bit more fire to return in the 5K because, the main goal was under 14 minutes since my PR was 14 minutes. So I really wanted to get under that. To come out here and do that was really special.
So you guys were going crazy up in the box during his 5K. From your perspective, what were you guys watching for?
Yeah, obviously, the national record was on watch. We saw those pace lights going around the whole time. They started to get away going into kind of that last K of the race, but seeing Tyrone throwing that major surge to kind of break it open, we were going crazy. That was really cool to see, and so for him to kind of snag that national record right at the end, that was really sick.
Yeah, we thought it was going to be just a competitive race, kind of tactical, and then we see Tyrone kind of break out from it, and we see him go over the national record, and that's when we started getting hyped for it. That's where it started to get entertaining. That's all about racing. It's a breakout moment, and guys just went for the time.
Yeah, I think a few people made a big show of going for the national record before the meet. And then we we're like, oh, they're just kind of letting it get away. And it started going crazy once people thought that you could actually do it. It was pretty hype.
Yeah, and we're all competitors, but to see each other perform at this kind of level, it's super exciting. So to see Tyrone just ball out there, awesome stuff.
So you guys got going early on, right? Daniel was up there pushing the pace. What was going through your head that first mile? You guys come through in 4:33.
For those first couple miles, I was just trying to stay out of trouble, just hug that rail. There's no reason for me to be up there, taking the blows up leading. I knew maybe it wasn't as fast as we were planning to go for that first couple miles, but it worked in my favor towards the end. The main goal was always that last K to push it. Coach told me last K go 2:33 to 2:35, and I hit 2:34 on the spot, so I executed my race plan perfectly.
Now, we came through 2 miles in 3,200 meters in 9:05, 9:06. Do you guys understand the context of 10 years ago that was in itself a time that would get you a lot of trophies?
Yeah.
What's happened? What is going on right now?
It's the spikes, man. They definitely got a part to play.
We don't know Tyrone's training, do we?
Yeah, no, that's the other thing is...
Tyrone, what's the training like for you?
We were talking to your teammates, and not even they knew what was going on.
My training?
Yeah.
Did you know coming in that you were fit and ready to go?
I think based off of a couple of workouts, for sure. You never really know until you actually race. So as the first 5K of the season, I didn't know really what to expect. I knew maybe around that under 14 minute range. I felt like I was in better or just as good shape as I was late last track season. So I felt like, might as well just go for the under 14 minutes. Just right away get that out of my mind because that was something I was kind of chasing a little too much last track season, and it kind of got to my head a little bit. So just to get it right away is really nice.
So I'm going to pick up the race right here. We're just after 2 miles, and at this point in the race, you are just, still sitting. You're looking at Lex's back. What's going through your mind?
Nothing much. I wasn't ready to make my move yet. I knew the pace was starting to pick up a little bit. Just sitting right there. Not really thinking much, just hugging that rail, making sure, I'm not getting clips from behind or accidentally clipping Lex in front of me. Just waiting for my moment.
At this point in the race, do you think this is mine to lose? I'm going to win this race?
I didn't know what Daniel or Lex had in them yet. I knew they both looked really good. I knew, obviously with the times ran, they weren't too far off of me. So I was like, it's going to come down to the last K. And that's when I need to make my move.
So you guys have all raced each other a bunch. The top high schoolers know each other well. Who's the best 400 meter runner here? Who's got the kick that you're watching out for? It's you, I guess.
No, I wouldn't say me. I don't know. I've never ran an open 400 before.
You could rip a 49.
I would say. I have a question. So, looking back at NXN, this is very similar. You know, you were up there on NXN, also Lex. You know, all these guys were. Did you come into the race knowing that this could be like that, and did you like look at it and be like, hey, I want to change this result, or?
You know, it's a super different race.
Yeah.
I mean, NXN, I kind of lost it up on those terrace hills a little bit.
Yeah.
Lost contact with the leaders, and I got passed, you know, by Daniel Simmons in that race. So, you know, that was in the back of my mind during this race. I'm like, I got to, you know, maybe make my move a little bit earlier than I did at NXN. But you know, it's on a 200-meter big track. It's not a cross-country course. So
Definitely,
it's very different.
All right, I have a question though. So, before the race, you know, all of us like to talk. Did you and Lex and Danny talk at all? Because you know Lex doesn't really talk with us a lot.
What's that?
I said, did you and Danny and Lex like ever try and talk about like who's pacing or what at all?
Oh, I knew like a lot of guys were like, they said the lights was 13:55, which it wasn't. So I don't know why they said it was 13:55 because it was 13. Then I was later told that it was 13:57 exactly. And then I knew Lex was chasing after that. I knew that, so I was like, okay, he can chase after, and then I could, you know, go with him.
Yeah, so you're swinging outside right here. What are you thinking? What's going through your mind right now? You've just passed 5 laps to go. Is this where you're trying to make your move with about a K to go?
Yep, exactly.
It was a definitive move. I mean, we saw a 34-second last 200, but when you take the lead, I mean, you absolutely you drop a 14 point there with 800 meters plus to still go in the race. Why such a definitive move?
Because that's when I needed to make it. Like I said, I mean, a lot could happen in a race. You know, it's weird looking at it and seeing 4 laps to go, even though it's, you know, 800 meters. I'm still kind of used to the 200-meter track. But at this moment, I'm just like, I want to get faster with every stride. I want to hit that 233 to 235 last K.
Yeah.
Because I didn't know. I kept on looking at the screen to see how like close, if they were catching me or something. But I stayed focused, and I saw those lights getting closer and closer.
Yeah, so as you're lapping runners here, you know, are you kind of thinking about that? Is that really getting in your head, or you're just trying to focus
It's an
on
advantage in a way?
Yeah. Having people in front of you to kind of like look at, try and catch, or are you not really thinking about that right? You're just thinking like full steam ahead, I'm trying to win this thing.
Yeah, I mean, I'm looking at the lights mainly.
Yeah, for sure.
You are at this
and
point.
Then I'm also thinking about the win. I see the guys, you know, obviously I knew coming in maybe I was going to possibly lap a couple of people in those last couple laps to kind of prep for that.
So the lights, you would say that the lights helped you throughout the race?
100% they helped me.
I thought this was maybe one of the best examples that we've seen this weekend of the lights really being, and even from the fans' perspective, as we saw you coming in, closing on the lights, like it got louder and louder.
Yeah.
Because the fans know what's going on. They know exactly where that national record is, and they can see how close you're getting to it. And so, yeah, I think that made the atmosphere really cool. I mean, we were going nuts.
Yeah. And how was
we were going crazy?
Yeah. How was the atmosphere? Like, could you hear the atmosphere going around you?
That last lap.
Yeah.
When I caught the lights.
Yeah.
My ears were buzzing so bad.
You were coming up on it right
loud.
here.
Yeah. When I caught it, we got so loud.
You closed in 62 seconds the last lap, which is good, but the most notable split, 234 the last K, like you did not wait until that bell to hit it. You were going from way out.
So right here, you're right alongside the lights. There may be a split second ahead of you. Do you know you've got it in the bag, or are you tiring right now? You're locking up.
No, I'm just thinking of getting across that finish line right now. I mean, this is when I was cycling. It was so loud, and I was like, I think I turned my head a little bit because I passed the lights. Let me see.
You do.
I turn my head, to see where the lights are, and then I go and I cross it. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Let's see if we can. Look, you're so close to the finish line, and you are fully looking down. All right, so now you're the national record holder. You took down an Ed Cheserek record.
How many NCAA championships does he have?
I think you just won like 3 NCAA championships by virtue of taking that. I mean, the sleep celebration after. What does that mean?
What's that about? Maybe I got like a little too caught up in the moment. Looking back on it, I kind of look weird right there, but
no, I saw I pointed at you, man. That was awesome. I love the celebration.
Going into the race, did you think you were going to win this race, or do you think you were the underdog in this race, or what was going through your head for this race?
It was a pretty deep field.
Yeah.
I wouldn't consider myself like an underdog, but I mean, I didn't have the fastest seat time going in.
Yeah,
so
sure. For sure.
I'll put it that way.
So now you guys saw this. Are you thinking like, I should have been in there? Or like, when's my next opportunity to get in a 5K? Connor, you're shaking your head yes.
Oh, well, yeah. So I'm coming to the Track Fest 5K. try to see what I can do there. I'm guessing you're going to be there too, or?
Is this a challenge on the spot?
The on-track fest?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm about to-
That's where you ran 14 flat last year.
My outdoor season isn't fully planned yet. I mean, this was kind of a focus. This was a focus.
One day at a time. All right. Well, 2 national championships. We're done for the weekend, right? No more
We
mile.
might have the 4 by mile.
4 by mile. We're looking at coach. All right. Unbelievable weekend so far.
Yeah.
Congratulations to you. Hope you got a nice cool down in if you're coming back. But thanks for joining us. This was fun. Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you.
Awesome.
Hey, congratulations.